Hey right guys, Truth Munchers Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 11 of One Tree Hill Season 1. I was meant to watch, I think, Supernatural and This Is Us today, or Friends or something, and I was like, yo, you know what, I woke up in the mood for a One Tree Hill because I'm really enjoying it. I think it's maybe the best show I'm reacting to at the moment. I'm just having the most fun with it at the moment. I think after this episode we're halfway through the season already. So that's been, yeah, we're halfway through the season after this episode, which is titled The Living Years. The living years, which could mean, you know, when everyone says the best time in your life is when you're with all your mates in secondary school kind of thing. I heard multiple times, which is like, these are the best years of your life, enjoy them. And I was always like, yeah, bullshit. And then you kind of look back and you're like, you know what, it was a time in your life, the only time in your life where you were with your best mates every single day of the week, minus weekends obviously, and maybe sometimes in the weekend as well. Like, you just be with your mates all day. Obviously you have the learning side of things, which not many people kind of look back on as the peak of their life, but it was just that kind of idea of being around the people that you enjoy being around with at the time, because that's kind of like the age as well where you're not really getting on with your parents or your siblings and you're kind of figuring out what you want to do with your life. So I don't know where I'm really going with this. The point of the matter being that the living years could be kind of in relation to that. Episode 11, guys, The Living Years. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. And if you do want the early and the uncut reactions to One Tree Hill, then a link to the Patreon page will be in the description. And in the pinned comment below will be a link to the charity for the month. So check that out if you want more information on it. I'm not sure what the charity for the month is as of recording this, because by the time this goes on YouTube, it'll be months away from where Patreon is, so I can't really say. It's annoying because I can't say what the charity for the month is going to be, because I don't know when these episodes are going to go on YouTube, but it'll always be in the pinned comment down below. But anyway guys, episode 11, let's do this.
Truth is hard, but
Oh, they actually went, mad.
Who would like to start?
We're just here, right?
Well, you're the one with all the answers, Doc. Why don't you tell us?
Hostility stays outside, Dan.
Yeah, good luck with that.
His mother is so quick to put the blame on me, but up until recently, her job always came first.
Yes, but
She blames me for her shortcomings as a mother.
Okay, I think we got some
Right.
things on.
I don't think that's it though, is it, Dan?
Nathan, do you think that basketball is part of your family's problem?
Part of.
But you still like playing.
I don't know anymore.
Ooh.
Great. Nice breakthrough, Nath. Thanks, Doc.
Oh, he's dipped.
Dan.
He's actually
No way
dipped.
this is helping.
My lord.
We don't need a shrink to identify this family's problem. You just made it obvious.
Not his only parent, Deb.
She's a
Why don't you
beast, I love her.
Stop it, Dan.
But can we maybe do it someplace that smells a little less funky?
It's the smell of old books.
Like I said.
Smell of old books is banging. I don't know what she's on about. New books, old books, some magazines. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're here now.
The diet special that looks pretty damn tasty.
Oh, sorry.
These, I said it last time, but these two are going to hook up, and thing is going to come back. Karen,
I'm taking Nathan to dinner tonight.
no, you're not.
Do you have a problem with that?
No, you're not.
He needs a break from you.
You can't stop me from seeing my own son.
Oh, actually,
Yeah,
I
but he
can.
can
By telling you nicely or
stop
call
seeing
a
you.
lawyer. Your choice.
She's wrecking
Pick
it.
him up at 7.
Peyton?
Chill out, mate. It's clearly going to be someone you know. Who's it going to be? It's not actually going to be like a Rob Rizet. Or burglar. Or sneaky thief. Oh, I actually don't know who that is.
Where's Peyton?
Dressing for school's my guess.
Oh,
Who are you?
I'm the guy
I'm her
who's about
dad.
to take that rake from you and beat your scrawny ass. I'm her dad. Who are you?
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
What are you doing here?
Oh, he's trying to rake me to death.
That could have been heard differently.
I'm gonna go put this back.
Yeah, maybe leave while you're at it. Don't know why you're here.
Give him this.
Travis.
Yeah, tell
Oh,
him
this
the
is
facts.
such a...
8
So-
and 11.
Right, so everything she's going to give her is going to be the way she's going to connect with Lucas. Okay, whatever.
I mean, if I didn't play, I might actually have a life.
What would you do?
I don't know. At least I have some time to figure it out, though. I'm sure we could find a lot better things to do with our time, right?
You think? I think you're really brave to consider rebuilding who you are.
could.
Yeah, I'd say that, like, Nathan's changing his ways a lot sooner than I thought. Like, we're on at 11. He's been kind of changing as a character since the last 2 eps, so... Ep 9?
I'll see it.
Yo, these two have chemistry, just it's probably the most obvious word I could have picked.
A couple songs on there made me think of you.
Oh, bullshit! Like, you're not...
I didn't know you were into Travis.
Are you kidding? I love Travis.
Yeah, he figured that out instantly.
Thought you might want that back. Anyway, sorry about this morning with your dad.
I had no idea he was there.
It's because he usually isn't. I make up stuff in the emails I send them about how happy I am being on my own and how responsible I'm being even when I'm not. And after my mom died, it's just not fair to ask him to give that up. But I miss him when he's away.
Yeah, she lives by herself now,
Something like
right?
that.
God.
He worries.
I have a lot of quiet time these days. Do you mind if I just sit and read while you draw?
As long as you don't act out the parts.
You're right.
It's so annoying because these two actually do kind of have chemistry now. I'm watching scenes like this. I'm kind of like, oh god. I'm going to need more with Brooke and Lucas, or I'm going to start switching sides. I don't know, you guys back in Peyton Lucas? Or Brooke and Lucas, because...
You're not stupid. You guys just don't like the same things.
That's the problem.
the same things
Art
at all.
Books, and I've got nothing.
Yeah, what does she actually have? Like, cheerleading... At least Peyton has, like, more, I feel, as a character.
All right, well, find her a spot with a good view so she can watch her daddy throw up.
I'll take her, Jake.
Yeah.
The coach. I kind of like the coach. I know I said that already, but... Oh, yeah, I forgot about these two having,
All right,
like...
gather around.
Oh, Lucas is going to realise too late. Calling it. Calling it.
I want to know everything about you. And I want you to know almost everything about me.
Half with olives. We aim to please.
Well, you hit the bullseye, Tara.
Fucking hell, mate. Is he alright?
You know how I like to kid around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's famous for it.
I'm surprised he's actually got
Dad,
to
you
do
really
with him.
think that's gonna help what's going on?
Dad, Keith said. You talked to Keith?
Oh, my lord.
You take advice from Keith, you'll end up spending the rest of your life running a second-rate auto garage. Is that what you want?
At least he is respected. Oh, here he comes, yeah. Like an evil villain emerging from the shadows.
That's just freaky.
Hey, where do you get off telling Nathan he can quit the team?
He wanted to talk. We talked.
Why is
Maybe
his
you ought to
voice
try
suddenly
sometime.
deeper?
So you neglect him most
Hey,
of his life. I'm in
Dad.
the house a week, and there you
I'm
are.
your little
He
brother.
surprised me, Dan. You know, Nathan's a good kid.
Look, man, you don't have to be nice to me because I'm going out with Haley, okay?
I'm not.
Uh.
Team sucks on D without you, man. That's why.
Yo, these two.
I'm trying to avoid them. Actually, I think I'm gonna cut out of here a little bit early. Wanna join me?
Are you serious?
Yeah, why not?
Can't, Nathan.
Alright, look, I gotta get out of here, so...
Yo, that bro slap. Catch you later, bro.
You know what? Catch me now.
Let's go inside.
Inside, you're on the bloody beach. Then where's inside? The sandcastle? I don't... Oh no, does he have a beach house? No. I'm pretty sure I remember he has a beach house. She looks gone already.
Nice knowing you.
Why is he here?
Your mother's gonna love this. You getting drunk on her watch?
Oh god. This is wild.
They want me to supervise.
How long's it gonna be this time?
Well, seeing that it's in New Zealand, 3, maybe 4 months.
Oh my lord.
So what's the upside?
That'll be
It's
here
a
for
lot of
tonight.
money, sweetie. Way more than I make now. We could be good to go for a while. Maybe even afford that art school you talk about.
Is this something that you want?
I only want to do this if it's right for us.
To be fair, 3 months to be set for a few years. I think, yeah. I'd be like, yeah, fair play, Dad, go. As long as it is like 3-4 months. It's not that deep though, Brooke. Don't start running off, please. Oh, God. He sat down to chill with Peyton for like a minute while he waits for you, or she's just walking past. Yeah, this is the app where it's ending. She's gonna dump him, not dump him, but be like, you know, it ain't gonna happen.
Well, it looked more like you were dating Peyton.
Oh my God, he clearly wasn't.
Brooke.
What the fuck?
I'll talk to her. Explain to her how bored out of my skull I was listening to you and my dad talk about dead writers all night.
Seemed kind of weird when your dad called me over.
This girl I know missed a pop quiz in English lit yesterday.
Haley, you got a nap?
Look, Mr. Kelly said that I can make it out.
Oh, bullshit. Come on.
It's shocking.
What is it meant to be like? They went out to drink once, and now she's getting Fs. Is that what this is?
So you already took the job?
Yep. Made the call this morning.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah. Well, you and I are gonna go out and celebrate. What do you say?
Okay.
Let me go change.
Okay.
I'll be
She's
quick.
clearly going to talk to you about something, mate. You want to maybe sit down and listen?
Maybe it's good if we have a session without Nathan.
Holding back hasn't been our problem.
How's he doing?
He's out of control.
He's skipping school.
Basketball practice.
Oh, he's not.
Drinking.
You could really go to the extremes on
He was a
this.
good kid before.
Tell me about basketball, Dan.
You put a ball through a hoop.
Yo, this guy is off the bloody rails.
And also, you can relive your past and feel good about yourself.
Okay.
God, what the
Let's talk about the two
fuck?
of you for a minute.
I tell myself I'm doing what's best for my daughter, that she should have whatever she wants.
What I think she wants is you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's supposed to be anonymous.
Oh, mad.
No secret, okay?
That's very obvious what that means.
Headed out tonight.
You said you were gonna be here till Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. That was before I turned down the job.
What?
Wait, what?
They managed to find me a 3-week gig instead. Then after that, I'm only taking locals so we can be a family again.
I mean, fair
Daddy, don't
play.
joke with me.
It's no joke, honey.
I'm not sure if we have a problem or if I have a problem.
And what's the problem?
In a nutshell, you're you and I'm me.
Yeah, but
What?
if I was you,
Anime?
well, then you'd be dating yourself.
What I mean is, I do what I do.
Wait, what? I just realised what he said.
And that's just who I am.
That's what I love about you.
Okay, but the music that you listen to and the books that you read, I'm not into any of that stuff.
And I kind of enjoy the fact that we're different.
You're the first really great guy that I've ever dated. And that really scares me because
Yo, she actually liked. I know we knew this
I never
anyway.
gave a rat's ass before. Okay.
You know what? I really thought these would do
But
just
it's
have like a
okay.
little thing for like half an episode,
Because
but they're going all out with this.
I give a rat's ass about you too.
Okay, they've got me back on the scale. They've won me back. Not that I lost them, but you know what I mean. I was kind of worrying that him and Peyton were just gonna have way more chemistry.
How do we get so screwed up?
We'll get through this, Nate.
How? Everything's basketball with us, Dad.
Uh.
I'm starting to wonder. Is this all because of me?
Nathan,
No,
look,
definitely is not, Nathan. Trust.
you're my son, and I am proud of you.
Oh, he's actually getting emotional. There is emotions in
I
there.
love you.
Oh God, he said he loved him. That's like the most emotion I've ever seen from that man. This is like the nicest moment I've ever had.
I'm done. Just thought you should be the first to know.
Me?
Yeah.
It's actually
You're one of my world, man. It's all yours.
No, bullshit. He'll be back. He'll be back. They'll have like an ep or two where he's not doing basketball and then...
And it is tiresome for children to be always explaining things to them.
Nothing missed. No shit, I really am that bad. No, the coach. It's like lost his best player basically. At least he's letting him go graciously. It's not like his dad where it's like, ooh. Alright, there we go guys. That is episode 11 of One Tree Hill Season 1. The Living Years Yeah, I guess that's kind of resembling. It's not like anyone came up to him when these are going to be the best years of your life, but it's kind of showing. It didn't have. I know it's like it didn't have anything to do, not to do with basketball, but it didn't show any like basketball matches or anything like that. I think it had like one little training match, but we didn't really even see anything from that. So I think the Living Years was just kind of showing like what, you know, teens get up to, drinking, being fools, all that stuff. So I think this was a very strong episode, kind of focusing more on the relationship side of things, and not just between like the romance, but with like Nathan and his dad, and Deborah and Dan and Keith and Nathan. It kind of delved into everyone connecting with someone else in some way. Like you had Peyton and Lucas and Brooke, Peyton's dad. Like there's so many characters kind of interacting with each other in this episode, I think, and we haven't had that. Like I feel like we've had characters interact with each other as they had in this, but like scattered throughout multiple episodes. But typically with like one episode you'd have like it focused mainly on Haley and Nathan, for example, or Nathan and Lucas, Peyton and Lucas, Brooke and Lucas. Like the episode will be dedicated to that. Whereas this, it kind of had them all mixing and matching quite frequently through the episode, which I really enjoyed. I don't think we needed more of like showing them doing basketball matches. We needed to kind of figure out what Nathan wanted to do, and he kind of gave up basketball, which he'll be back to in a few episodes. Maybe. I mean, you guys know. I could be way off with that, but I'm assuming he'll be back to doing basketball in an episode or two. But I'm glad we're going to try to explore kind of what he's going to be like outside of it, because as he said in this episode, everything about his life is basketball, and we know now, kind of watching more episodes, that there is more to him than that. It's just he kind of wants to show that to people and kind of focus on other things, I think. So I'm glad he's given it up for a little bit. We'll see what happens. Peyton's dad seemed okay. He obviously turned down a job to kind of come back, so I'm assuming he'll be like an actual character. I think he said he's going away for 3 weeks. So he'll be back in about 3-4 episodes, I'm assuming. That sounds about around the time when Karen would return as well. And I do like that they've actually... Because when Karen left, I was like, yo, she's going to come back in like 2 episodes or something, but they've actually... It seems like they're all going to have her be gone for like the full, I think it was 6 weeks. 6 weeks she was going to be gone for, or 8 weeks. I think it's been about 3 or 4 episodes now, so it's been about a month since Karen left, so she should be back around the same time as Peyton's dad would be returning as well, so that'd be cool timing. Keith and Nathan, I felt like they could have quite a cool relationship. We only had one scene with them, but that could be quite nice. Deborah still proven to be the best character. I think her and the coach are the two that have surprised me the most. I felt like Nathan, even though he's a bit of a dick at the start, I was like, yeah, he's going to be one of these characters where he becomes likeable in a matter of time, and he became likeable a lot sooner than I thought he was going to. But the coach and Deborah, especially Deborah, I was like, I had no real interest. Like, I thought she was just going to be like the mum character. Like, I don't know, it just didn't really interest me at all, because I felt like it was just going to focus on Nathan and Dan, like their relationship, and not really focus on the mum character. And she was in it for about 2 episodes, and I was like, okay, she's kind of there. And then it's around when she was trying to make an effort with Karen and kind of calling Dan out on a lot of his bullshit. I was like, yo, she's quite good. And then as episodes have gone on, she's kind of proven that she might be the best character. The coach was one of those I was kind of like, it could have been hit or miss, because coaches, like I've said before, they can either be really likeable or kind of annoying, and I think he's quite likeable. So, but he was another one in the first few episodes. I was a bit unsure. I was like, I'm not really sure how I feel about this guy, and then he won me over definitely a few episodes ago. So those two are very strong. I think my favourite is still Brooke though. Like Deb's close, but Brooke, I like the character, and she's, you know, showing that she does actually care about Lucas, and she does want this to work, and he kind of feels the same. And then her going to Peyton for advice, like, I think she even said it in that conversation they had, but she felt like this was just going to be another kind of fling. Like, she didn't, in her words, give a rat's ass about it. And then, you know, feelings kind of caught on, and they do have chemistry, and I'm glad they kind of showed that there could be more to these two, because I was kind of getting worried that this was going to be the episode where Brooke realised that they don't have much in common. And they don't really, but Lucas kind of said in there as well, that's what makes them work. You don't want to go for someone who's exactly like you and into everything you like as well, because then you can't really have a conversation about anything. Well, you can obviously, but I mean, like, it's nice to kind of have differences in a relationship on things you know, like, he loves music, but she doesn't really care about it, so then he can teach her about music and show her all these cool things that she might not have delved into if it wasn't him. Same with books. And then, I mean, as I said in the episode, we don't really know much about Brooke, but I'm hoping there's like more that she can bring and be like, okay, I want you to learn about this and stuff. So that's how a relationship should be, and I like that they kind of pointed that out in this episode, because him and Peyton are very similar. I'm in the point of him where I could be swayed to Peyton. I'm not like so against Peyton as I was by 3 or 4. I think I was like, I don't really like Peyton, but she's been great the last few episodes, like really, really good. She's winning me over a lot, especially like with the dad kind of storyline this episode. I think the weakest part of this episode was Haley. I didn't care much for this. I felt like they shoehorned it in very quickly, and they're trying to. It felt like they were at the writers' table and they're like, okay, we need to show more of that Nathan's kind of going off the rails. I know he's taking steroids and, you know, he's skipping practice, but we need to show more. We need more. So then they added in this little storyline that felt very shoehorned in of him and Haley skipping school and them drinking in the day, and then her failing a test because of it. It was just kind of like, it was one of those things, and this is why I said I was at a crossroads with it, where I don't want a storyline like that to go on for ages, because I've seen it a billion times and it's just kind of like a bit cliche of like, oh, I've got to use this bad place and now we need to talk about it. Like if it goes on for like 5 episodes it'd be ridiculous, but I felt like it was a little bit quick. It was like 5 minutes. Like they were at school, then the next scene they were drinking, then the next scene she had like an F, and it felt very quick. So yeah, that was probably the weakest part of the episode for sure. Everything else very strong. So rating, I'm going to go another 8 out of 10. They're just solid episodes. I really enjoyed them. Even when it has little weak parts like the Haley thing, it's still not enough to bring it down loads. I still really enjoyed it, and all the storylines were very solid. So yep, there we go guys. That is episode 11 of One Tree Hill. We are officially halfway through the first season, and I'm loving it. I think this is, like I said, probably the best show that I'm reacting to currently, and I hope it just continues like this. I hope it keeps on this quality. I'm not expecting the quality to be like this all the way through. It's going to have ups and downs for sure, but as long as it can stay strong and enjoyable, then I think we could be in for a very enjoyable ride here. So yeah, there we go guys. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me thought the episode down below in the comments, and if you want the early and the uncut reactions to One Tree Hill, then a link to the Patreon page will be in the description, and in the pinned comment will be a link to the charity for the month, so make sure to click that if you want more information on what that is, and I'll see you next time for episode 12. Until then, peace.